I'm realizing that I don't need confidence to take action anymore, and neither do you. See, that's been a misconception that I've had for many years now, thinking that in order to do something great and effective and to make a positive impact, I had to be confident first. But in fact, through this journey of filming every day and sticking to my goals consistently, I'm realizing that confidence is not the starting point. It's not the first step. If anything, it's more like the XP points you gain. It's the secondary benefit. It's almost like it is the effect, but not the cause. I want to just convey that message, a part of this journey, that if you feel stuck and you feel like you're not ready to move, well, you're exactly where you need to be. You don't need the confidence to get started. It is not a prerequisite. In fact, it's going to be something that comes along the way later. So don't waste your time waiting for it. Now, I know most people stay stuck because they keep waiting to feel confident before they move. But confidence is usually going to appear after the movement because you gain feedback, you gain evidence of you showing up in your own life, for your own nervous system, and for your dreams. That's going to boost up your confidence. That's going to go alongside with gaining more momentum. So, something I'm realizing that I've spent a lot of time, waiting to feel confident before doing things that I know I need to do. But that in and of itself has kind of been the trap that's kept me stuck for so many years. Waiting to feel confident on camera, waiting to feel confident to feel like I'm ready to use my voice, waiting to feel confident to feel like I can take action on my ideas or go after that business, talk to the person that I want to talk to. But it's backwards, I believe. I'm understanding the importance of getting out of your comfort zone and going for it first, even if you feel like you're not ready or it's awkward. We're going to get more into that into the video, but I do want to say welcome, guys. If you're new here, my name is Matthew Delamore, and we're on a channel and a journey of building momentum and transformation, and that's through mindset, that's through positive thinking, but also taking daily inspired action and using our free will for good. So, I want to talk about how confidence actually needs proof in order to grow in our lives. You can tell yourself you're capable, you can recite all the positive affirmations that you want to, but at some point, your mind is going to seek evidence. It's going to ask you, where is all this positivity coming from? What is it based on? And the answer has to be from our reps. It has to be from the daily action that we take to accomplish our goals. And that is key. From the times you take action, whether you're ready or not, if you feel scared but you do it anyways, that is the recipe for more confidence in your life. And that is the key to success that I think was missing in my life, and it might be missing in yours, especially if you feel stuck. Waiting to feel ready is what's keeping you in the same spot that you have been, and in a way, it can weaken you. Now, the problem is that waiting can sound responsible. It might sound like preparation and being cautious, but other times, waiting is just fear disguised as prudence or practicality, when in fact, by you waiting, you're choosing avoidance. You're choosing to stay the same, and that might not be what you really want, but it's what you're used to and it's what you default to. So, one thing that's very important in our journey of transformation here, building momentum and showing up every day, we have to sometimes do what we don't feel comfortable doing, but we know it's the right thing. Again, it's learning how to detach our feelings from our movement and our action. And one positive contribution that has come from taking action and showing up, filming every day, is that I'm learning not only to separate my feelings, but I'm learning to separate my thoughts. And in a way, the action itself is taking place. It's taking the place of overthinking, of all those thoughts. And I think that's a positive in and of itself. We want to dedicate time for thinking, planning, and preparation, but the whole point of overthinking is that you understand there's an imbalance. And by taking that action, we are putting that in its place. We are finding the balance, and that's beneficial for our journey here. Now, action is going to give our minds new information. When you act, even imperfectly, you give your brain new evidence. You give your subconscious, like we talked about in the last video, more visualization, more data that you're serious. And that in turn is going to adjust the way you think. It's going to adjust your life. But first, by taking the action through our decisions, by choosing to show up, that is going to be us doing the inner work, which in turn is going to transform the world around us. It's going to impact our outer work. Now, you realize by taking action every day, and this is something I'm finding, you realize that the thing you feared, it's almost like it was an illusion. The fear itself didn't kill you, it passed. The awkwardness goes away. You realize that these challenges before you are survivable, and that each time you survive it, it becomes a little harder to stop your momentum. It becomes a little harder to stay the same, and you become stronger through it. You become smarter, and I think you become better. So that's a positive there. For me, filming every day, it's really not about becoming comfortable on camera, but it's more about becoming someone who doesn't need comfort to create. It's about becoming someone who doesn't need comfort to do the things that are important in life. And I've started to give myself kudos because I'm becoming someone who can move without having to feel ready, without having to need the motivation to do so. And I'm learning how to motivate myself, and hopefully if you're going along with this journey, you're finding that showing up for yourself is also doing the same thing. It's allowing you to build that motivation in and of yourself. It's allowing you to move without the need for confidence, but by showing up, you're gaining confidence as a result. Now, if you're someone who is waiting to feel confident before you start, I just want you to take a moment or so to reflect on whether or not that might be the trap that's keeping you stuck. And if you're looking to find out what to do about it, it's rather simple. All you have to do is start small. You have to start where you're at. Whether that is something that feels awkward to you, start with what you have and build from there. Let the confidence come along as you show up for yourself. Let it be the reward and the result of you showing up consistently. I hope that's an insight that will be beneficial for someone who might feel like they don't have the inspiration or motivation to get going. But in fact, you don't need the motivation. As long as you have a goal that you feel is worthwhile, that is meaningful to you, that's going to make you a better person and the world around you better, just know that is all the ingredients that you need for success. The only thing left is for you to choose to take action on it, and to do so every day, consistently. Even if it's a small win, even if it's a small step, that is going to build up over time. You'll start to see the results compound, and you'll begin to transform into someone new, someone better, and hopefully someone healthier and happier. More joy is not a bad thing, but joy itself can't be thought into existence. It's the byproduct of taking meaningful action. Now, I don't want to keep outsourcing my future to a feeling. That's what this journey has been about. I don't want my life to depend on whether I wake up confident, motivated, or inspired, but I want to become the person who moves because the direction matters. The goal matters. The journey along the way matters. And you harnessing your potential and your gifts, really locking in on that matters. I think now more than ever, in this economy where it feels like one full-time job isn't even enough to cover living expenses, let alone raise a family or live the life that you want to, I feel like now is the time more than ever for men to really lock in and bring out the best in themselves. These trying times will make us stronger if we rise and if we choose to. And I think if you're following along in this journey, you're one of those people that is choosing to, and I'm happy to have you on board. If you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe, feel free to leave a like, and comment below if you're someone that feels you're ready to take action, even if you don't feel confident in doing so, even if you don't feel ready, but you know that it's what has to be done. There's that sense, that calling. Well, I do want to say this again. Confidence is not a permission slip to get started. Confidence is the receipt that you're taking action regardless of the noise around you, because you're committed to the transformation, you're committed to the journey. I hope this has been insightful, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. As always, good things to you and yours. Much love, many blessings.